Hello everybody, thank you very much for joining me today for another Twilight Zone video in my Twilight Zone ranking series, where I rank every episode of the original Twilight Zone, from my least favorite to my favorite. Today I'm going to talk about number 134, A Most Unusual Camera, written by Rod Serling and directed by John Rich. This is a season 2 episode, and as always there will be episode spoilers. So I'm kind of in a group of episodes right now that I consider to be pretty average, or just kind of there. Although I will say A Most Unusual Camera is one of the few episodes on rewatch that actually went down slightly for me. I think I used to like this one a little more. Most of that kind of has to do with the ending of the episode, which isn't really all that good. It's just kind of very strange. But, you know, there are some good things about the episode as well. So this one basically, three crooks, not the smartest Twilight Zone characters ever. Really, they find a camera that takes pictures of the future. And of course, they figure out a way to try and use this to get a lot of money. So this is a mildly entertaining episode. Like, it's kind of entertaining. It's also really silly, though. The idea is good. I like the idea of a camera that can let you see into the future. And you do kind of wonder what's going to happen next and how these people are going to mess this all up, because you're pretty sure that they will. So, you know, I like all that. The idea to bet on horse races, because you already know the winners, is an interesting way to make money. I thought the racetrack scene was pretty entertaining. The acting's okay. It's not the best in Twilight Zone, but the actors do what they need to do. But the tone is kind of weird. This is mostly played for a comedy. Like I said, again, until the ending, which I think is supposed to be dark, although that just comes across as strange. So what kind of happens is this episode, kind of progresses. They win this money. They argue a bit. The crooks do. And everybody seems to be getting along fine until they all see themselves in this picture that they take, all like falling out the window and on the ground, passed away. And, first the husband and the brother go out the window. Then we get another scene with the wife and this waiter who just seems like he's tacked on. And in the episode, for no reason other to advance the plot, he comes in very bizarrely partway through the episode, and it doesn't totally make sense. But you just gotta kind of go with things in this episode. So then the wife is talking with the waiter, and she falls out the window. And then in a really bizarre twist, the waiter goes out the window as well. Like, I guess he saw himself in the picture as well. And like I said, all this seems rushed at the end, and it doesn't really work. It's not convincing at all. But this is another episode. I almost would have liked to see the wife or the waiter, or maybe both working together, kind of get away with this. It might have actually worked better, instead of everyone just learning a lesson and I guess kind of getting the justice that was coming to them. But, Rod Serling had to make everyone kind of lose here, I guess. So, like, this episode is entertaining, but there's really not much substance to it. The whole thing's just kind of weird, and the ending is bizarre, but that also kind of makes it an interesting episode to watch as well. So this is just kind of an average episode for me, and that's why A Most Unusual Camera comes in at 134. Like I said, this one actually went down a little bit for me on a rewatch, as I didn't find it quite as good as I did before, but it's still okay. As always, feel free to leave me a comment on what you thought of A Most Unusual Camera, and thanks for watching.